Soccer can be a cruel game at times. You know, you look at missing your top two players, starting the way we did, creating a ton of chances in the first half, being aggressive. We put a very attack-minded lineup on the field, and the guys did everything to create chances in the first half. We just weren't clinical. Credit to Toronto, they took their chance in the first half and buried it. I thought we had a good start to the second half. I felt like we were going to get a goal. The guys had a really good performance, but at the same time, we make a mistake on the throw-in while we're chasing the game. That happens. Overall, if you look at their first goal, Mark gets caught with Keegan kind of going to intercept the ball. As a center back, if you're going to intercept, you got to come away with it or end the play. Took a little bit of risk, but again, the young guys had a lot of good plays tonight, but also had a few mistakes. But that's part of growing up. I think that's part of what we're about, and there's going to be those highs and some lows along the way. Overall, though, I couldn't be happier with the effort that they put forward. Again, against the defending champ, it was just a tough night. It just felt like the ball wouldn't go in for us. The breakaway that we have with Fafa, the El Sino goal that Warren gets a piece of off the bar, just wasn't a night for us.
What was the theory on starting Dochkal and El Sino and leaving Jones out?
Yeah, it was to get. We're missing two of our top experienced players. It was to get the guys in the best form on the field. To get them, with a guy in Warren who maybe has a little more defensive presence than Harris to cover ground. So we wanted on our home field, where again we were going into this game, we're 14-2-4 in our last 20. We wanted to be proactive and be aggressive. We used the Richmond game as kind of an audition for guys, and we still just chose to play El Sino and Boric in there. We created a lot of chances. If we score, it's probably not a non-question, but now that we lose, I do have to face those questions, and that's what we went with. It didn't work.
Joe, on the right. Jim, when it comes to CJ, is it something, whether just he's not getting the chances, is it just he's just out of form, kind of just a spell? What are you seeing from him from your view about how he's kind of performing right now?
Yeah, as a team, we attack together. We work, a lot in training about getting balls into the box and the timing of our movements. It was a night where I think we put a lot of good balls into the box, and we just didn't have enough guys running hard in the box, and that happens on the night. Credit to Toronto, they defended well, and we just couldn't execute. It was a tough night for us in a lot of ways. So many good things all around the field. But the most important thing is to score goals, and we didn't do that tonight.
Matt, middle right.
Jim, defensively, Mark was in there for the third time this week, and it seemed like he did a pretty good job on Javinko for most of the game. What was the decision like of putting that kind of physical challenge in front of someone like Mark?
Yeah, the only way you learn, this thing works every third word. I would say that the one thing you would say is you have two guys that are young. I think that they've had some really great moments for us. I thought they did, like I said, they made a lot of good plays tonight. But for center backs, it's about not having the big moment where you concede. And he'll learn from that. The only way you get to learn is to go through playing against top players. I thought that they did a good job for the most part. But again, it's a cruel game, and in one instance, it can turn. And again, it made us chase the game for the night. I thought the guys, again, effort from every guy on the team was very good. Just in the key moments defensively in front of goal, and the key moments offensively in front of goal, we came up short.
Did you sense any fatigue at the end? Sorry, I got a cold. Did you sense any fatigue at the end of this stretch?
No, I would say, I won't use fatigue as an excuse. We had plenty of fresh legs on the field. We rotated about as much as you could, so we have a good squad that is deep. Again, we played well against Toronto, but we just didn't finish. So I don't think it had anything to do with tired legs or anything like that. Guys had plenty of time to recover, and the ones that played the bulk of the minutes are 19, so they're fine.
Nick, front left.
It felt like you guys had a great start, like almost the first 65 minutes, and after that point it seemed like Toronto kind of gained a little more possession, took the sting out of the game. Did you see what they did differently to kind of slow down the pace a little bit?
Yeah, first and foremost, they're good. They're really good with the ball. So I think we flustered them a bit in the beginning. We found some space in the wide areas. We forced them to change their formation in the 33rd minute. They switched to a 4-4-2. Kind of limited some of our space in the wide areas, and then when we did start to figure it out, some weaknesses there when we went down the middle a little bit. Again, we had chances, we just didn't finish tonight. So yeah, they're a good team. So again, they can possess the ball. They can really spread the field. You talk about Giovinco, Vasquez, Michael Bradley, and just the quality that they have, and they don't make mistakes. So when you're chasing the game, and the key is scoring the first goal, which we had several opportunities to do, that's where it comes back to haunt you, because they were clinical tonight and we weren't. But again, it's not for lack of effort. Our guys put a ton into it.
Joe in the back, and then Jim, what did you see of the guy? I know you guys went pretty attack-minded with the subs right away. What did you see from those three guys?
Yeah, I think they did a good job. Again, Corey's a guy who's earned some minutes, has earned an opportunity to get out there for us. Derek came in and broke up some plays when the game needed some more bite in the midfield. And David came in and had a couple good looks. Even if he takes that chance with 6 minutes left, I think it would have made the game interesting. With 4 minutes injury time, there would have been 10 more minutes to go. But again, just Bono makes a good save, and it's just not our night.
Moving forward, will you be trying to inform the defenders to clear the ball out of play rather than up the field to try and give your team some chance to regain shape?
Yeah, we tried to pass out of the back. There were some instances tonight where we were sloppy with that, and Toronto picked off some balls. But again, we ask our young guys to be brave, to play out of tight spots. We got punished for it a few times tonight. We weren't at our sharpest. And again, just collectively, as a group, in some of those moments where you maybe play a little more direct if you have to, if there's pressure. But no, we still want them to have the confidence to play through the lines. Execution was off a little bit, and we turned some over. But it's still something we'll continue to work on and encourage from our guys.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks.